Gosh bless it. What is going on, everybody? Welcome. Piece of crap. Hold still. Welcome to tonight's Mr. Knife giveaway live event. Sorry about that. This camera arm thing always gives me trouble right before the stream because the stream insists that I'm not oriented correctly. So I just have to tilt my phone back. For years, I've complained about not being able to start a stream correctly. Maybe I just update. Or maybe I won't. We'll see. What's up? How's everybody doing? Over 100 people waiting in the chat lobby there before we got started. That's always a nice sign. I do enjoy that. I like chatting with you guys before the stream starts. That's always fun. So thanks for hanging out. There's a lot of new stuff on the table, and there's also a lot of new stuff that I have not shown yet, but I can't wait to show you guys some stuff tonight. I have many new acquisitions on the table. This has been the most acquisition-heavy 2 months of the entire history of this channel. I have, I don't know if it's been the highest spending 2 months, but the total number of knives that have come in has just been nuts. SpongeBob Swaggins, welcome to the Knights of the Round. Knights raise your sword for SpongeBob Swaggins. I'll say this at the beginning for people now and for people who watch this in the future. Always check, and it's not just with me, check with all of your favorite channels. Thank you for those memberships, Brad, for this. Very kind of you. Very kind. Thank you so much. Check to see if YouTube has unsubscribed you from me or any of your other favorite channels. Always check. I don't know if it's like that's how they fight bots or that's how they fight like inactive accounts or whatever. But it may be that you go like a month or 2 or 3 or 6 without watching my channel, and then you pop back in. If it's been a long time, especially if you don't watch regularly, check to make sure you're still subscribed. Is this Deja Vu? No, it's Uninvited. Sounds like Deja Vu. This is repurposed music from Deja Vu. This says it comes from Uninvited. This is 1000% repurposed into Deja Vu or vice versa. We did not do the drawing. No. And let me tell you, there's 4 pouches left. Those pouches are stacked. I put 2 crazy knives in there. There is a knife in the pouches that's worth over $300. So somebody's going home with, well, you're going to win them big either way if you win. But somebody's going to win a knife that's valued over $300, and there is 1 coin in the pouches. I put 1 in there. The jackpot sits at a very heavy 6 premium knives, which means whoever gets the coin, if you spin and you hit jackpot, you win everything you want plus 6 additional premium knives. Immediately, well over $1,000 worth of knives. Immediately a knife collection, immediately a knife rotation. How do I work Patreon? I want to join, but I'm not sure how to work. If this makes me old, well, it is what it is. It's all right. There's nothing wrong with that. So at the very top of chat, there's 2 ways to get there. At the top of chat, there's a big white like long rectangle. It says My Patreon. You can click on it, click on that link, and then you can choose a tier to join. You can also go down directly below the video, and if you're on PC or laptop, click More. Open up the description. You'll find a link that says My Patreon in there, and you can click that as well. If you're on mobile, I don't know. It might still say description. I'm not really sure. Jackpot worthy. I believe you. Corey, MC, you son of a mother. I mean, aren't we all? How you doing? By the way, what's up, man? That whole Reddit BS started by Chicago Knife dropping 20% off Kunwu. Hope I get my compadre I ordered. Wasn't that a funny deal? This was a local friend. This was like a physical. I'm not saying you guys aren't physical people. But I'm saying like this was a local buddy who thought it was very interesting. He was like, "Do you ever go on Reddit?" And I was like, "No." I said, "There's a lot about me on Reddit," and he was like, "What?" And I was like, "Oh yeah." Like if you type in Reddit metal complex knives, there's a lot of stuff. Here lately, a lot more positive about me than negative. I will say it's interesting because after he showed me this, because he went and he thought it was really interesting, and he found that and he said, "Have you seen this?" I said, "No, I had no idea." But after I read that, I went around and I saw a lot of people talking about Excalibur. A lot of people really enjoying it. So I'm actually pretty pleased about the Reddit positivity of the Metal Complex channel. But he pulled that up, and I said, "This is amazing. This is amazing." Now, was the guy maybe going through some stuff? Maybe. No idea. But I thought the idea of me in my, spare time being a random Reddit mod for r/knife deals, which I didn't know was a thing. I thought that was pretty funny. My balls. I'm actually sitting in a way that I'm looking at the live stream right now, but for a second I was like, oh my gosh, the way I'm sitting is like not flattering. I'm in athletic pants and I've got my legs squished together, so if the camera did drift down a bit, it would not be the most sightly thing. So there is, as much as I dog on Reddit, the truth is there is a lot of good information on Reddit. There's a lot. And there are plenty of people here in chat and in my community, obviously with 800,000 subs. There's plenty of people in my community who are on Reddit. The problem with Reddit is all the little areas, all the little teeny tiny little echo chambers of people being, elitist and gatekeeper and, the self-reaffirmed, core knife Reddit community believes they are much more important than they actually are. No decisions about anything are made on Reddit. Only yelling and complaining. And occasionally there's some good information on blade geometry, knife making, stuff like that. Hey MC, happy Friday. What's up? What's up, Casey? Thanks for the donation. Any chance for a nice size shout out? Just 17 subs from 50K. Yeah, absolutely. From 50,000? Let's get Casey to... Let's get Knives Fast to 50K. Like, let's just get him there. Everybody click on Knives Fast on that donation there. Everybody click on that and go to channel. And I'll stop talking about it when he gets to 50,000. Just go to his channel and subscribe. I don't know why you wouldn't be already. 50,000, that's a big number, dude. Come on now. Come on now. There's 450 people in here. We can do that pretty quick, guys. Come on now. Come on. You gonna make me pin him? You gonna make me pin him? I'll do it. Don't threaten me. I gotta hold your guys' hand. Hold on. Okay. I pinned it. Click on the link at the top of chat. That goes right to his channel and then subscribe. The problem is, Casey, that I figure most of the people in here... There he is. He's 50K now. There you go. No, I knew he'd get there. A lot of my subs are also your subs. I say my subs. A lot of the... That's a... I actually don't like putting it like that. A lot of people, like... Because the way that that's said is that I am claiming ownership over the people who subscribe to my channel as if they are exclusively viewers of my channel and don't participate in anything else, which is wrong. A lot of the people who watch my channel watch your channel is what I should have said. Cool. You might have got a few more than 17 there, hopefully. I know, but I hear that. I know I'm overthinking it, but I hear myself say my subs, and I'm like, ew. That's a yucky way to say that. I think it's very, very unlikely that, obviously, I would say, like, I bet less than 100 people in my subscriber list exclusively watch my content for knife content. That's what I'd guess. The background music sucks. Guys, Rod Lively 156 doesn't like the background music. Guys, everybody calm down. Hold on. I gotta make an announcement. Hold on. Guys, Rob doesn't like the music. I mean, like, we gotta do something about this, guys. Everybody's gotta stop what they're doing, and we gotta do something about this. Shut up, Rob. Make it louder. I'm just messing around. It's okay if you don't like the music. It's alright. No problem. Just don't expect that to mean anything. The shotgun approach said he's not wrong. The Shotgun told me on Instagram here lately that he watches my content exclusively to hate it. And right now he's getting that attention that he wants. What's up, Shotgun? Thanks for being here. Thanks for being an absolutely dedicated hater. You are my pride and joy, my sweet little golden baby boy. Another Metal Complex video. I'm gonna watch it. Love it. Love it. Love seeing that monthly ad revenue and knowing that a big old chunk of it comes from people who hate watch. Yeah. Gort's in chat. Gort's in chat, please. Gort's in chat in honor of Shotgun and Rob. Wizards and spaghetti also acceptable. That was for you. I love Star Fox, but I never played it on Super Nintendo. I had it on something about seeing all those faces and all those wizards and plates of spaghetti. That's so funny. Mr. Ed Boy, I was trying to do the foreign guy Rolf from Ed, Edd and Eddy, and that's an impossible voice to imitate. Ed Boy, Mr. Ed. No, I can't do it. It's so weird. Star Fox 64 is incredible. I've tried to get my son has the Nintendo 64 on the Nintendo Switch. Like, he has all those, the N64. Like, he's playing GoldenEye. He likes GoldenEye. He thinks N64 Smash Bros is just bizarre. He's like, why would you even enjoy playing this? And I can't blame him after Smash Ultimate and going back to that. He loves Mario 64. He's a little bit frustrated with the lack of information on where to go and what to do. And I'm like, dude, that's how it was back then, man. Like, this was... That was a trailblazer for, like, 3D platformers. So, but to me, it was like the perfect game. He cannot get into Star Fox, though. He's like, it's so hard. And I'm like, no, dude. There's ebb and flow to that game. And once you figure it out, you are invincible. Once you figure out how Star Fox operates and how to do all the moves and stuff, dude, you are invincible in that game. EDC Associate says, I'm here, MC. Okay. Thank you. What's up, EDC Associate? Dual barrel roll. Yeah. How long does it take to set the knives for your live stream? So the setup for the stream, and it's mostly me picking out which knives I want to put out on the table. Some other stuff like making the thumbnails and doing the like metadata and putting all the description in there. But I set aside 45 minutes to set up every single live stream. And the cleanup takes about the same amount of time. Oh, it has amazing replayability. I don't know that we'll... So I haven't bought like a modern... And by the way, I don't keep up on like what the community thinks of modern games, but like I liked Borderlands 4. There's not enough there to keep me going at the moment. I'm gonna wait until they like expand it a little bit. I would like to go back to Diablo 4. I don't have as much time anymore. It used to be, like running this channel, it used to be that I could work for, like maybe like 5.5 hours, and I'd have like maybe an hour, hour and a half to play video games. Anymore, like it is full on. Like it is 8:30 until I go get my kids at 3, and then after I get home, I get them started on chores, and I come back down and try to do another hour, hour and a half of work. And sometimes I'm still in bed, like, you know, adding thumbnails and stuff. Like it's 40 to 50 hours a week. I mean, that's not crazy. I mean, you know, I'm count my blessings, right? But yeah, it's absolutely full time. They made D4 super casual friendly. They had to. They had to. I mean, like, we can complain about Diablo 4 all we want, but that game won't survive if it is, if they just made a Diablo 2 clone. It would not survive. You have to make it casual. You have to make it approachable. You have to make it to, you know, you have to give the casual solo player the ability to fulfill a power fantasy. That's what you have to do. As soon as you start excluding people, like the old World of Warcraft and Diablo 2 structure of games does not translate with a current audience. It has to be like, you have to like just add different layers and things. Like that's all they can do anymore. I do have a character on Path of Exile 2 and I like it, but I also do like Diablo 4. It started off not very impressive and it got better. I did run, there was one season I ran a sorcerer or wizard or whatever it was. But I ran that thing all the way to the end and I actually got the cowl, like the Uber. And I just remember I stopped playing the game because at the time, like the absolute peak was just running those things at the end. And I had it at like level 150 or 151. And I was just burning through it like it was nothing. Like the character was so maxed out. And I was like, well, that's cool. I did the power fantasy thing, I guess. Like I'm absolutely maxed out or as close as I can get. Shaco, yeah. I had that thing when it was super rare. Well, I don't know how many runs, how many hundreds of runs I did, but I got it. And I was like, oh my god, there it is. I do love Diablo 2, but I gotta tell you, in hindsight, how good is Diablo 3? How much fun, I'm not talking about challenge or, you know, super expert RPG. How much fun is Diablo 3? Diablo 3 is fun, man. That game is awesome. It's so fun. It's so cool and crazy and colorful and ridiculous. I might actually just go back to that and just play that. I don't know. You mentioned Zekrom, you wanted... Oh, yeah, I remember this conversation. You and last week sent an email to confirm those... Oh, no, I did see that email. I forgot to respond to it. That's not the card I'm thinking of. That's a sick card. I don't think I've ever actually seen that card. I must have been busy. I must have been like, you know what I was probably doing? I was sitting in the bathroom with the little one. She was probably having a bath. And I bet I saw that and then put it back down. Goku, I'm sorry about that. That's a super cool card. It's not the one that I was thinking of. You like jars of spiders. Okay. I was watching anime. I mean, I might have been. The only animes, the only newer animes I've gotten into, like, man, what a... did One Punch Season 3 end? Like, I couldn't watch more. I gave it a college try for 6 episodes, and I just stood up like Peter Griffin, and I was like, done. I'm done. I'm done with this. This sucks. I don't know why I gave it 6 episodes. Did it end? Was it good? Probably not. Unwatchable. The last perfect anime I watched front to back was Castlevania. I've said this many times. There's somebody right there. Coister530 says, I hate anime. If you hate anime, and I think anime fans would agree with me, if you hate anime, watch Castlevania. That is about as Western as it gets. Castlevania is perfect. I don't care who you are. It is appealing. It's awesome. The action's amazing. The writing's amazing. The pacing's amazing. The characters are interesting. Castlevania is awesome. That's the last incredible anime that I watched front to back. Look, okay. I believe that Attack on Titan does eventually get incredible. I had a huge problem with the drawn-out storytelling. I've said this many times. I can't stand flashbacks and emotion, and I don't want to know about your feelings and your past trauma, please. Like, if you need to insert that, just blip it in there a little bit. But I don't want to go back in time and like hear all of the grunting and the rain and you're standing in the street and your reflections in the street because it's raining and you're sad and I don't want it. I don't want to know how you got your katana. I don't care. Can't stand it. Attack on Titan I've heard gets better and everybody says I need to go back to it, but I was like, oh my god, please, can we move forward? I've heard I'd like solo leveling. My buddy who has never steered me wrong, he said you gotta watch solo leveling, you'd like that. I was like, okay. And Chainsaw Man I heard was good too. I've watched Ninja Scroll, like that movie. I remember being an adult. The first time I watched Ninja Scroll all the way through, I was like 24 years old. And I watched it and I was like, oh my god. I feel like I have to go to church. Like, I watched that movie and I was like, I think I should go to church tomorrow. That was really intense. That was a really intense experience the first time. Like, jarring 80s. Was Ninja Scroll late 80s, early 90s? Jarring violence. They do not warn you. They don't warn you at all. There's a lot of scenes in that movie where you're like, oh god. And you're like, well, I'm going to pause this and go outside and breathe for a little bit. I know, Akira's a must-watch for sure. Did you guys see that they are reanimating all of the weird, crappy scenes from Dragon Ball Super? So my son and I are watching Dragon Ball Super through again in preparation for the new arc, the Moro arc. I was very pleased to find out that they decided, and they should, considering the multi-billion-dollar IP that is Dragon Ball, they decided to go back and fix Dragon Ball Super. Very cool. Very cool. They also updated the sound effects in the Dragon Ball Brawly movie, the Dragon Ball Super Brawly movie, and I saw some clips of that. Sound effects are awesome. Hey, let's talk knives. Sure. What knives do you guys want to see? We have a lot of interest in the live chat. Live chat has a lot of varying interests, and I share many of them. So I like to talk about all kinds of stuff, but we should never spend too much time on one topic unless it is knives. Green one above, enter. I'll get to that here in just 1 second. I'll get to the hole. Don't worry. I'll get to the hole. That's the showstopper this evening, for sure. I think you're better than me because you got one. You're not. You got. What? Think you're better than me because you got both your nuts? What happened to my other one? Rude question. Botchery, surgery, or tragic accident. I don't understand. Is that a quote from something? That was the strangest group of sentences that I've ever read. This is the purchase that I made after I missed something that I wanted on NC Blade. It's a Marfion Select something or other, super special Twinkle Edition, whatever he calls them. It's bronze with antique green titanium and frag. Very cool. Had to have it. I know I don't have a Grimsmo. I know. I should. I am on a quest to collect all of the American big boys. I don't have a Grimsmo. I don't have a Koenig. I have most of the other players. Green knives are cool. We don't see enough green. I like the Emerald Alatex F3. Big fan of that. Here's this material up close. Very cool knife. Superb ergonomics, the F3. My God. Anybody own an F3 in chat? Oh, God. F3 ergos. I got 3 of them. God bless it, man. The ergos are so good. Some of the best ergonomic lines to ever exist. So likes the teal. The teal handles is definitely cool. That's a cool material. Oh, the Giga Padre down here, yeah. Oops. Sorry, it's very shiny, so I'm trying to keep my fingerprints off of it. That's mirror polished. Sorry. Mirror polished San Mai ZDP. You can see the core line right there. And then extremely vibrant Timascus. Some of the most vibrant Timascus I've ever seen. Top left of sign, full Timascus. 1 second here. I'm reloading the stream to catch up. Top left of sign. Well, there's 2. So this is my new. I have two. Dragonflies. This one is black Timascus. It's Zerkatai essentially. It's textured Zerkatai, and then highly polished Damasteel. A very, very appealing texture pattern in Damasteel. Really cool. I think is that Odin's Eye? I'm not really sure. And then the other one is the Dalibor, which gets shown almost every stream. Dalibor Bergam unnamed. Not a common knife. A rare knife. Protec Rockeye Auto or Kunwu Django XL? I got a soft spot for both of those. The Protec Rockeye is one of Protec's best knives ever. It is such an amazing EDC knife. I have a buddy who has been EDCing a ProTech Rockeye forever. He bought it from me a long time ago. Has just beat the tar out of it. Still going. The Django XL is really, really cool. I don't know. It depends on if you like autos or manual. You can't go wrong with either. I know that that's such a lame answer. The Django XL, if I had to pick one, I'd go the ProTech Auto. I love the Django XL. The ProTech Auto's got a special place in my heart. So I see the Herman butterfly knife. It's dope. Yeah, I might actually see if I can get one of those. That might actually be my first butterfly knife acquisition. 2 Striders? There's actually 3 out here tonight. You just can't see the top one. I have an SMF. And I have 2 SNGs. I'm going to explain this in content. I bought 2. I bought these I bought back to back. I bought and they're both users. Only the SMF is a non-user. I bought a performance SNG and a DGG SNG, like a standard, with the standard hardware. I bought them both back to back. Both intended as users, and it'll make sense when I unbox them. You haven't seen me unbox either of them, but I do explain myself. It'll just, the uploads are spread a week apart, so I think one of them is this weekend. I just can't remember. How many Striders do I have? Technically 3. I have, well, technically 4. I have 3 actual Striders, and then I have the 3/4 AR Strider, which is made by Medford, but it's a Strider design. How fine do you have to go to get a true mirror? That's a Neves question. I have no idea. I think you need polishing compound, and I mean, who knows? The Surge. Well, I have 2 of them. I have Surge's own personal one. He said, you cannot buy that from me. That's mine. But he sent me his personal guppy, which is really crazy and cool. And, you know, like this is the type of knife where people are like, that looks like a gas station knife. Hey, it's my turn to say the thing. Guys, it's my turn to say the thing that looks like a gas station. It looks like a gas station knife. And then they have this is mine, the one that I bought. They're both guppies, custom guppies, with that hawk toggle detent. How many Hermans do I own? I think 8. 8 or 9. 6 or 7. What is above the Gigapadre? Let's take a look. Oh boy, you're gonna see me unbox this soon. Rob, hold on one sec. Let me read Rob's super chat here. See my email about Frankenforge's Electrode, 22-year-old USA mid-tech knife maker? No, I did not. Aaron wants to send you one. Oh, okay. Email me again and tell him to email me and tell him to reach out on Instagram. It's not that I can look. The problem is that my email gets flooded. I show my email address every week, and every week I get hundreds and hundreds of emails. So tell him to email me again. Or you email me again and I'll look for it, okay? All right. This is a Rob Johnson's cedar. A mini cedar. Looks like a button lock. We'll get to that here. It has a flipper tab. Beautiful. We have the stepped or the milled blade. Very nice. Mirror polished edge. Let's push that button. But take a look at this. This actually has a nested titanium liner lock. And yes, it does have a steel lock bar insert, meaning this button operates a nested liner lock that can also be utilized as a liner lock. Oh, what a sweet knife, man. What a gorgeous knife. Not a fan of regular plunge locks. I mean, they're not my favorite lock, but when it's a button operated internal system, that's a game changer, especially when it is titanium and it is fitted with a lock bar insert. That is so cool. Oh boy, this is a dream EDC. Look at that action. Dream knife. Unfortunately, extremely expensive. and made in Latvia. No, like when it's, I mean, when it's closed, no, it doesn't. When it's open, it does. But I mean, I don't feel like it's any more than any other system that's similar. Have a Harzy / MagnaCut 4-inch, love it, but not 100%. So I'm looking to replace it with something of a similar tier and size. Any suggestions? The big Harzy, man, try the Harzy is very similar to a Les George VECP V3 and a the Chris Reeve Insingo or Knonsense. Try the Reeve. Yeah, try any of those. Insingo. Wait, I'm sorry, not Insingo. That's a blade shape. Inkosi or Knonsense or Les George VECP V3. I just picked up the Neves and Ryan Mazzetti collaboration. So, oh, nice. I didn't know they collaborated. That's cool. I have Neves in a group. I'll ask Neves about that tonight. Ryan's doing a custom fixed blade for me. I need to get back with him on that. Do I think the Surges are too expensive? No. Those are custom knives. That is not a Chinese collaboration. Those are custom knives. And it's got a Hawk system in it. No, those are made in-house. Those are definitely like above what we would normally expect from pocket knives. They have wild grinds. Yeah, you're going to have to pay for them, but this is in a totally different tier. No. No, I think Surge, like, you're in custom territory, so, like, you're in the territory where they're going to charge what they want. But, like, I think Surge deserves to charge that much. Like, there's such high demand for that stuff. If you're charging, you know, $1,400 for an in-house custom, not a mid-tech, a custom, and they're selling out in the blink of an eye, the truth is he could probably charge more. What skills do you need to make a knife? I don't know. I mean, I'm not a knife maker. You need very advanced skills. Usually understanding, like, there is usually some CAD involved. So understanding of CAD. It's not just skills. I mean, to like forge and make a fixed blade, probably a lot less. To create a modern high-end pocket knife, you need insane machinery. Ridiculously expensive machinery. I mean, whatever it is that, I mean, like heat treating equipment. I mean, there's so much that I only understand like 1 to 2% of what's involved with like making knives. That's the thing. You know, the people that constantly say, and I'm not saying you guys, but like the comments that I get on my channel about people saying like, this is crazy, no knife should ever cost over, you know, $50 or whatever. I always say, go make one. Go make this thing that you're complaining about, right? Go make this. Go make a full titanium XM18 and make it exactly like this and find out. Go find out. Words will never have been eaten faster. They can never. They can never. The closest they'll ever come is just a piece of metal that they sharpen on a brick. That's it. Well, that's the thing, though. A factory would help. That's part of the process. You have to understand what's involved with it. Discovering what is involved with making a knife at this tier is part of understanding why they cost so much. It is entirely... like, it's all of understanding why it costs so much. And then try to run a business. Then try to do that. You have to pay employees. You have to pay for the machines. You find out really quick why it costs so much. Everybody thinks it's a scam until they look into it. Or especially until they try to do it themselves. I have no tolerance or patience for it. I'm mean about it. You want to criticize without doing any research? Get the fuck out of here. Go back to Roblox, idiot. Yeah. I need another Gatorade. I'm way ahead of you. I will absolutely play defense. Like all these like small shop USA knife makers. They have to take all of this criticism from all of, like there's plenty of people here who know exactly why. But there's so many people who step through the door and are like, I don't get this, so I'm immediately going to criticize it. And they come down on these guys. No, I'll run defense for them. Absolutely. Absolutely. I will throw pies. I'll be mean. I'll be personal about it. Learn or get out. Got Elmex Vertilock Small Excalibur on the way? That's awesome. Oh, here's an update for everybody. Number one, I do not have access to your orders or your order number or what you order. I don't have access to that. That's all through Kunwu. But what I can tell you is the people who pre-ordered in October, your stuff is shipped, and actually a lot of you are getting it. The pre-orders are shipping in order. So, like, first we do the October orders, then the November orders, then December, January, February, etc. You're not going to have to wait months. You're likely going to be waiting weeks, depending on when you pre-ordered. October's getting theirs now. Through the end of October, we're still shipping them, and then next up, obviously, at November. So, depending on when you pre-ordered, you might be getting yours very soon. MC, would please stop giving the chat goblins your time of day? No, absolutely. Absolutely not. I'll love your comment. Thanks for your donation. No, I will give them the time of day. And I'll tell you why. There's a part of me who really does love engaging with that type of behavior. And I like opportunities to slam dunk. I'll take it. I will not ignore it. I'll throw pies back. And I accept that maybe 2% of them are trolling, and that's fine. The rest of them are dead serious, and they're actual thoroughbred idiots. I will bake a pie. I'll spend 6 hours baking the most prestigious pie you've ever seen or smelled. And then I will launch it at their faces with the force of 1,000 trebuchets. No. I will never ignore them. No. I enjoy it. I love it. Bring them on. That's the other thing is I know that my audience enjoys the rants and they like to see me ham it up and get explosive, and I like to do it. I call it the Ronnie Radke approach. I find it extremely entertaining. And I kind of agree with it. Everybody likes to assume that everybody's a troll. I'm also finding out that people don't really understand what a troll is. A troll is not just somebody who's being annoying. Obviously, a troll is somebody who's intentionally creating a situation to get you to respond in a certain way. People do this. But people throw the word troll around way too much. You guys are giving them way too much credit. Most of them are just stupid. Most of them are just dumb. Super dumb. They're entitled, presumptuous, right? That's the type of people who, it's like, you're not getting away with that. Nope. Here comes a pie. Ronnie's a great example of a troll. But I like the engagement, and it's also good for the channel. My favorite some of my favorite people in the comments are longtime viewers. Like I can see their channel history and it says 100 plus, and I can most of the time tell when they're my favorite types of comments are the ones that my long-term viewers who are trolling me, and I love to play that game. And because it's literally like sitting at a table with your buddies giving each other crap. That's my favorite thing to engage with in the comments, and it's a totally different thing. That's like we're having fun. I enjoy that. But there's a big difference between a guy whose first comment is like, "Everybody who buys these knives are dumb." Like, yeah, it's just like a new person or a bot, right? Do I ever stare at my knives? Let me answer this. Let me answer this comment with the utmost honesty. I absolutely do. Sometimes I deploy the knife and I just look at it. I just sit there and I kind of like absorb I get caught up in the aura of the knife. I'm just like, man. And you just sit there and I don't even know what's really happening. I don't know if it's like a form of meditation, but you get so locked in just appreciating the essence of it or like the completed product. You just look at it, the hardware, the way it nests into the frame, the way that the frame is like the body completes the blade, like the flow of the design, the edge bevels, the finish. You get so caught up in that. Yes, absolutely. I think everybody in here does that. MC, I'm looking for a knife with a fun Wharncliffe style blade, extra points if it has a newer locking system like a button liner lock. Any suggestions? I've probably reviewed something like that similarly, or similar to that recently, but it's hard to come up with it on the top of my head. Let's see if I have anything out here. Let me tell you something. Keep an eye on Kunmu coming up because of their, the Vertilock. But I bet chat will answer that faster than I can. I still have that feeling when I know, like, obviously I'm in a unique position where I have knives come in every single day. It's very, very true, whether it comes in at my, like my home or which is rare. It's usually the P.O. box. Knives come into this channel every day. But I also still buy knives. And that feeling when you know that knife you're waiting on, I look at my tracking, I'm like, oh, it's supposed to be here today, it's going to be here tomorrow. And I know. And I see the UPS guy pull up, or the USPS guy, or the FedEx guy pull up. I'm like, there it is. There it is. After all these years, and even as a content creator who handles all this stuff, it's still the same feeling. The Tri-Stash is a great... Is that a... does he have a button version of that? I can't remember. The Tri-Stash is a great example. Oh, the X folder from Winterblade. Whoops. Oh, I have the lock on. Sorry. This has a safety in the open and closed position. I've got it here gripped shut, but you can also, where's the thing? There it is. This hooks around so that it cannot disengage. Super cool. Very Winterblade Co. A lot of just like craziness for the sake of craziness, but it is cool, and it does end up being a super strong lock. Somebody said that it was exactly like the Concept Hazard. It is nothing like the Concept Hazard. The Concept Hazard is cool, not the same thing. The day that Winterblade stops doing the crazy, like, off-the-wall stuff will be a sad day. Winterblade is cool because they don't do the normal stuff. Anyway, you can find out from Crane's Cutlery when the Francois du Toit production Riot TF4 is being released. I'll actually, I have a, they sent me a message I have not responded to on Instagram, so I'll bring that up. Are you guys ready to see the Holt? Are you ready to see the Holt? I think it's time to show off the Holt. Before I do that, 1,000 people. Have you ever wondered what does a guy like Metal Complex need Patreon for? Well, I'll tell you. Thanks for asking. By the way, it's linked at the top of chat. On Patreon, which you can join for as little as $1 a month, I do once a week exclusive content where I share secret things that nobody else knows about. You can find out about those if you join. There's also Patreon exclusive buy, sell, trade, and chat. There's also Patreon sales, which are rare, but they do occur, and the things that I sell are ridiculously discounted, sometimes very rare and from my own collection. I also have a private Discord, which you can gain access to by joining Patreon, and you'll be a member forever. Even if you leave Patreon, you can still be a member there. There's also buy, sell, trade there, and the community's awesome. It's over 2,000 people. 2,100 now, I think. The biggest reason people join Patreon is because I do exclusive monthly giveaways. And guess what? Wouldn't you know it? Next week is another giveaway. $1 tier gains access to one premium knife valued at around $200. The $3 tier gains access to that giveaway plus an additional premium knife giveaway valued at $200 or more. And the $5 tier gains access to the previous two giveaways plus an additional very, very valuable giveaway, usually $300-$400. So you can join and whatever tier you want to join. But those are the main reasons I think people join here is the monthly giveaways. And there is one coming up next week. This is entirely separate from tonight's live stream. You do not have to be a Patreon member or channel member or anything like that. Tonight's live stream is free. But if you want to gain access to additional benefits, support the channel, etc., etc., you can click on the link at the top of chat and it'll take you to my Patreon. All right. I did finally buy a knife from Blade Binge. A rare specimen popped up. A very special boy. A fully US-made Holt Outlaw zirconium pivot collar. Look at that backspacer. My God. Beautiful. But wait, there's more. Oh God. What a gorgeous blade. Essentially an XL Spectre. 8.8 inches or so. Nested titanium liner lock with steel lock bar insert. And pivot action to die for. Oh my God. Halt. Oh my God. The action of this knife is just crazy. Let's see if we can tempt it in there. Oh boy. That's a sweet one. That's a special baby. That's a clone, totally obvious. True Holt knives are a great example of why Chinese cloners can't do everything. You'd think they can do everything. A Holt is a good example of why they cannot. Not yet. I do enjoy that one very much. That's a good question. I'm going to answer this honestly. When did Rob Johnson's make a button lock cedar, and how do you has one already, MC? The answer is recently, and the reason that I have one already is because I'm Metal Complex. Not trying to toot my own horn. It's not a flex. It's just a fact. Sometimes I get stuff a little earlier. Welcome to the whole family. Thank you. I think Chinese clones are there are some very, very impressive Chinese clones. They can't do a Holt exactly like a Holt. I think they can get close, and the problem is it would still be very expensive. Like if a Chinese OEM were to truly duplicate a Holt Outlaw 1-to-1 just like that, a lot of the people who constantly scream like, why buy the real thing when you can buy a clone? I think they'd find out real quick, oh my god, it's still really expensive. Like you can't get a Chinese clone of that knife for $100. It's not going to happen. You're going to end up paying hundreds and hundreds of dollars. The Outlaw that I bought on the set, honestly, I thought the price was pretty good. That Outlaw was $1,250 secondary. He made a little money on me, but the actual original listing price for that knife was over $1,000. So, and no, I don't condone clones. I'm just saying, I know the whole argument front and back. I know all the flaws in the argument. And I'd counter. I have an infinite number of counter arguments at any tier. No, Ed is literally just trolling everybody. Like he does that every single night. Ed is our resident screaming Whiterun guy. He's very much welcome here, by the way. He's very welcome. He's very welcome. He's always 3 sheets to the winds, probably. I'm going to guess he's, you know... He seems like a Nissan Maxima guy. But yeah, Ed's welcome here. Ed intentionally throws it out there so that he wants that engagement in like a fun way. He's my hype man. Exactly. See, there he is. He said, "I just try to get people to talk to me." Ed is a great example of a friendly troll. It's healthy, you know. A Mammoth Spectre is 3 times what you paid for the Outlaw and very seldom up for grabs. A Mammoth Spectre. I actually didn't know that existed. Mo Patty, do you have my email? Actually, do you have me on Instagram? Wherever you have me, can you send me a picture of that? That sounds super cool. I actually didn't know they did that. Is Ed actually Brewhound? I don't think so. They type very differently. Mo Patty does have an incredible collection. I think there are a handful of people I've met whose collections are actually like outshine mine in a multitude of ways. And I know that Mo Patty is up there. Obviously Scott, Mo Patty, and a few people I've met, like really... People who look at my collection think this must be the greatest collection on YouTube. It's not. Or on social media. No, my collection's not. I have a very valuable collection, but I don't really scratch the surface, guys. Like, to be fair, there are people who are far more top tier than I am. Where's Sierra bound? I don't know. I mean, he's probably busy. I mean, Sierra Bound, to my knowledge, owns his own company, so he's probably busy working. Did that guy who said he didn't like the music just dip immediately? Did he ever come back? He was off to Reddit to complain. Or is he still here? I'll be shocked if he's still here. Yeah, for sure, Moped. I've seen, like, you have a crazy collection. Tried a Chinese Demco 20.5 clone, looked good, action, totally sucked. Well, it's like I always say, the clone world has tiers. There are bad clones, and the bad ones, like if you're, okay, for example, if you're looking at a Sebenza, and you're like, wow, this Sebenza's $500, that's crazy. I'll go to AliExpress and buy a Sebenza for 80 bucks. You're buying an elephant turd. You're buying a hardened, sun-baked elephant turd for 80 bucks. But if you don't know any better, more exciting Winterblade or Surge box in the mail. Winterblade. I love Surge, but Winterblade. If you don't know any better, then that's just what you're going to think. But a really high-end clone of the Sebenza, admittedly, is pretty good. I can not like clones and still understand that. In fact, that would be negligent for me to not understand that. It's very important, right? But yeah, you're gonna pay like well over 200 bucks, like usually like 200 plus for a really good Chinese clone of the Sebenza. It's got tiers to it, and it should point to people, hey, when you make something really good, it has additional costs associated with it. And when you take a country like China, where the costs of manufacturing are substantially lower than the US, it should make sense why the Sebenza costs what it costs. Clones and replicas are two different things. Clones and counterfeits are two different things. The Sebenza itself is a turd. As somebody who's been carrying the Sebenza and using it a lot lately, I disagree. The Sebenza is an incredible knife. And I waved it off as something that wasn't for me. The truth is the Sebenza is an incredible tool. I still have gripes with it. I don't like the thumb stud. I wish the action was a little better. I mean, compared to Strider's washer action, the Strider washer action is so much better. But Strider has fit and finish issues. The Sebenza does not. The Sebenza does not have fit and finish issues at all. They are perfectly made, intentionally made, exactly the way that they're intended to be made. Every single one of those things is spot on. So this is I've had the Sebenza for a few weeks now. I can flick it out. Got to put a little more into it, but I prefer to slow roll it. Wonderful knife, though. I bet he doesn't even use it. You shut up. You don't know. I do that. I do that every stream. Do that with a full one over everything? I don't think I'll do that. I think that's a bad idea. Below and right of the Striders. This is the CKF. CKF integral. What the heck is this? Help me out. I'm blanking. I've had 3 beers. I'm blanking. Retax, thank you. And then the other one is the Sakosha, but this is a special version of the Sakosha with the mirror DLC blade and Zerkatai inlays. No, the only basement stairs I have to tackle this evening are going up to my middle floor. I rarely venture into the second story of my house because the second story of my house is basically owned by the children, but I like to stay on the main floor and in the basement. The basement is I go past the basement living room and into this office. And then I exist on the main floor. The upstairs, I don't know. I venture up there every few weeks and I go, "Oh my god, it's a disaster." And I get mad and I'm like, "You kids, you let this look at this. It's like a bomb went off up here." That's my favorite thing to say. And then they clean it and they're like, "Why do we have to clean it? It's just gonna get messy again." And I'm like, "Because I don't have a good answer for that, but it's gotta be clean." The eye patch charge, yeah, thank you. I try to keep my house neat. I try to keep things organized. It's hard with 3 kids. The upstairs, I do let it kind of go. God, when I walk up there, it's like a big open... The upstairs is just like a big open area, and it's like where... So there's another couch up there, there's another TV, and like it's just big open. Like that's the best way I can describe it. But the kids, like they have a Pop-A-Shot up there, and they have like a bunch of toys. They have an art desk, and it's just like a big living room basically, and it just goes nuts. Like it's just toys and chaos everywhere. In a lot of ways, it's nice because it's completely out of sight, and nobody who ever comes over ever goes up there. But I go up there, and I'm just like, oh my god. I haven't seen the upstairs for 2 weeks, and look at this. No, the kids don't stay up there. That's just where they play. But like my main floor and my basement, like I keep that all. I try to keep it clean and organized. You want to see the weave on the Arch Nemesis? Sure. Most valuable pocket knife in my collection. The most beautiful blade in my collection. Yes, the frame is solid zirconium. Textured, contoured. Thank you, Kyle Roberts, for selling that to me. Extremely rare. Put it through the can? No, not that one. Not that one. That one's not a user. That one is very, very specifically a save queen. The puzzle knife is better. I like the puzzle knife. I gave that away during the 750k event, but it's a nice knife. But no, the Arch Nemesis is better, and it's worth more than double, more than triple. How much is the puzzle knife? Was the puzzle knife a $1,000 knife? The Arch Nemesis is worth 8 times that. Okay, $1,450. So it's worth like 5 or 6 times that. It's worth 6 to 7 times that. What time is it? Oh, it's 9:40. Should we do the giveaway slightly early? I think we should. It's an easy setup. There's only 4. So here's the deal tonight, guys. I'm gonna go pee-pee. Okay? Not every pee-pee is a poo-poo time, but every poo-poo is a pee-pee time. Is that how that goes? I have to go to the bathroom. I'll be quick. Just know. Tonight is a potentially gigantic deal. Number 1, there will be 2 winners tonight. The first winner gets to pick 2 pouches. Every knife in there is awesome. There are no budget knives in there. It's only good stuff. I checked and manipulated it a little bit. So every winner is a big winner. There's going to be 2 winners tonight. First winner gets to pick 2. Second winner, obviously, you're going to get the last 2. There is 1 coin in those pouches. You don't get to keep the coin, but if you draw the coin, you get to spin the wheel. The wheel has 12 slots. Most of the slots say Poo-Poo Town, which means nothing. You don't get anything. 1 slot says Spaghetti Wizard. It means you get a gas station knife. 1 slot says spin again. You get to spin again. 1 slot, the magical slot, says jackpot. If you get the jackpot slot, which, by the way, we have 2 jackpot winners. 2 people have actually won the jackpot, so it's real. In the jackpot pool, currently, there are 6 premium knives. 6. Which means you will walk away tonight with the 2 knives you won, plus 6 additional premium knives. Every time a coin is drawn, and that person doesn't get a jackpot win, another premium knife is added to the jackpot pool. And that will roll over into the next group of 20, making the jackpot that much bigger. This is really fun. It's also a way for me to get rid of all of the knives that are piling up in my collection of giveaway stuff, which is massive. I think I have 200 knives that are in my giveaway group. I need to give them away for many reasons. Largely tax stuff. I do not want to claim those as income. I would much rather you guys have them. That's the only reason he does giveaways. It's a tax thing. It's a tax thing, and it's also because I like to give them away. But yeah, both are true at the same time. But yeah, I don't want to claim those things as income. I'd much rather you guys have them. And I'm happy to host these giveaways. But that's what we're going to do, okay? You want to claim 200 knives on your No, wait. I'd much rather you guys have them. I'll be back. I have to go to the bathroom. Make sure you enter. Oh, I'm sorry. I covered this up. Please. Do this. Do this thing. Don't ignore this. Don't think that commenting in chat is enough. It's not. It's not enough. You got to do better. You got to do more. You have to do the words. Please enter so that you get entered, okay? I'll be right back. Is it a good movie? Do you like Jumanji 1 or Jumanji 2 better? Do you like this one better? Okay. Son's watching Jumanji 2, the one with the rock. Or well, Jumanji 2 would either way. So technically it's Jumanji 3. I can't wait for you guys to see what's in these pouches. You guys are going to be pumped. There's rare stuff in here. There's stuff that's long gone. Special babies in here tonight. Special babies that I can't even remember the name of in some cases. You'll have to, but there's rare stuff. Okay, iPad is right here. It's time. Hold on, I'm pulling the link up. Okay. We're on the Comment Picker website. We're going to refresh the page. Fresh page. We're going to scroll down. We're drawing for the first winner right now. God bless it. There's the link. Scroll down. The filter is on. We're going to get the comments first. We're going to find out how many people entered. $1,261 people. Oh my goodness. 1,332 people have entered. The majority of you are here. Should be the case. The first winner of this evening. The first lucky recipient. Josh 33025. Boo! That's a first. I'm getting booed. Getting booed by Josh. He won. Josh, congrats. Let's find him. There he is. He said no effing way. Josh had no intention of winning tonight. Josh had no idea. He's flabbergasted. Josh is absolutely flabbergasted right now. His hands are on his head right now. Josh, are your hands on your head? Are your hands on your head? Oh, man. Josh. First pick, buddy. That's great. Give me 2 numbers, 1 through 4, Josh. Calm down, chat. Calm down. I know you guys want to talk, but just let it. I need to be able to see him. One through 4. Josh says he wants 2 and 4. 2 and 4. Ooh, 4 heavy. Ooh, he won the rare Knoll. This has been sitting in my little collection of giveaway knives for a while. Help me out here. Nested lock titanium. Which one is this, guys? The Ghoul. Yeah. The Ghoul has been sitting here for a bit. Not an easy knife to come by. Definitely premium. That's yours. 4. I know what this is. Where's that box? That's it. The $350 Polaris. Blackout. DLC Vanax. Carbon fiber and titanium. A big nasty boy from Off Grid and Kunwu. A big cool guy. For sure, the one that I just recently reviewed. Yeah, that was the big prize there. No coin, but a hefty win there. A hefty win. Congratulations. Where is my thing? There we go. Now listen, Josh, you got to do this part, okay? I'm still looking for the winner from the last week. One of the winners didn't email me. It's in my community tab. If you're a winner from last week and you're like, why didn't I get an email? Go look at my community tab because I never got an email from you, okay? So you got to do this. People forget to do this. Email me at metalcomplex87@gmail.com and don't forget the 87 in there. Give me your first and last name, your shipping information, and the 2 knives you want. You can say the Knoll and the Off Grid. That's fine. I will email you no later than Friday of next week. Probably ship them off the following Monday, but you'll get tracking info, okay? These are yours. You now own these. Keep them, sell them, whatever you want to do. You have special instructions, just include it in the email. Sometimes people say, you know, it's still weird for me, but like if you like people say, can you sign the box? And I'm saying this because if you have special requests like that, it's perfectly fine. You can ask me to do that. I'm not trying to say like, oh, if you want a famous person, if you want a famous YouTuber to sign it for, no. But if you want that, of course, like just include it in the email, no problem. That's a nice win there, guys. That was a good one. Congrats, other Josh. How many people in chat are named Josh? Type 1 if you're Josh and you're sour. Sour Joshes unite in chat. Type 1. There's gotta be a lot. No, they're not that many, but I mean, like, there's some Joshes in here. That's funny. Okay. Let's draw the second winner, because the second winner, this is the perfect theatrical ending to this evening, because we know there's a coin in there, right? So could this be the night? Could this be the jackpot night? Yeah, sorry about that. Refresh. Put the link in. Show the link to the people. Filters on. Get the comments again, because I'm being nice tonight. I'm including everybody, even the late commenters. Even those people who show up at the end. Oh, the build-up, the dramatic build-up in front of 1,365 people, 45 people. 1,364 people entered, 1,345 people are present. Pretty narrow there. The final winner of this evening is Eclectic. Happy Friday, nerds. An easy profile picture to find. It's a dog that says Eek. I love that. It's very easy to find. We should be able to find this person immediately. Hey, there he is, right? He's a knight. He's a knight. The last person wasn't. Eclectic is a knight. A long-time knight. Rigged. Rigged. It's rigged. Oh, he only gives knives to his friends. Moo. Boo, boo, boo. This person has won the final 2 pouches. Let's open them up. There's the coin. And the dark mode saloon in, I forget what steel this is, but it's titanium, probably, you know, some flavor of super steel. Blade Bench dark mode saloon. And then you have that cool robin's egg carbon fiber there. A great EDC knife. Wonderful. Review upcoming for that knife. Did get the special. If you guys haven't seen this, this is a special coin that's made for me. You don't get to keep this. But the MC coin with all the little knives and watches, I thought that was fun. All right. The other one. Oh, yeah. I've had this one for a long time, too. Help me. Let's see here. This is a prototype. So you are receiving a prototype, Axiom prototype. Who made this? This is a big boy, super slicey hollow grind. Incredible ergonomics. Very fun to reverse flick. Help me out. Who made this? Somebody's got to know. This is a rare one. This is not something that you're going to see all over the place. I don't think it's a Vero. No, it's not a Vero. Yeah. This is a Vero. I'll let you guys decide over the identification here, but this is a rare knife. That knife may have never actually gone into production. I can't remember. But it is a very nice knife. A special one for sure. Now it's time to find out if he won 6 additional premium knives. Okay. You say spin and I spin. You can try to time it, whatever you want. As soon as I see your comment, I'm going to go for it. Everybody else, please be quiet. Let him think. Spin it. Get the Spaghetti Wizard! Yeah! You didn't win the jackpot, but you did win Spaghetti Wizard, which means you get a terrible, terrible gas station knife with your winnings. Hold on. I'm gonna give him a channel classic. I'm gonna give him a piece of channel history. He's gonna get Dragon Wiener. With the broken tip, I have thrown this thing in the pallet. This has been the subject of millions of channel views. Literally, millions of channel views. A historical piece of channel content. It's a big deal, guys. Dragon Wiener, Siamese, Dragon Twins conjoining together at what I can only assume is a knuckle duster / wiener. This is yours. It's special. It's a big deal, dude. He's getting Dragon Wiener. I'm sending it to him. Congratulations. Honestly, that's just as big of a win as the jackpot. Cherish it forever. That thing's been thrown in the pallet multiple times. I hate to give that one up, too. That's such a funny one. Please email me at metalcomplex87@gmail.com with your first and last name, your shipping information, and the knives you want. You can say mystery proto since this has not been identified, but I cannot remember what this is. And then you can say the blade binge knife as well, and then make sure that you specifically type out Dragon Wiener. You don't have to do that. I know what you want. Dragon Wiener, a big deal, guys. That's a big win. Big win. You know that more people have won. Well, I've given away Spaghetti Wizard just as many times as Jackpot. Spin Again has been hit 3 times. Jackpot has been hit twice. And Spaghetti Wizard, I think, has only been hit twice. The Bear Knife was the first one. Dragon Wiener is the second one. Monochrome EDC Axiom. That might be it. Let's look. Hold on. That's it. It's the Monochrome EDC Axiom. That's the knife. Stasa has a video on it. Does White River? No. Nobody has a listing for this knife. I think that's an exceptionally rare prototype. I don't know what the value of it is, but this is yours. If you want me to identify it, it does not come with a special pouch. It comes with nothing. But if you want me to identify that it came from this channel, I did get it from the source. I can ask Tri-State about it. I feel like Tri-State sent it here. So yeah, that was a pretty cool win there. A super rare prototype, two great knives, super rare prototype, and Dragon Wiener was a big win, guys. Legendary win, honestly. It's very rare that I give away iconic gas station knives. But it happens. It happened tonight. So, what does that mean now for Jackpot? Let me refresh everybody's memory here. The Jackpot now consists of 7 premium knives. Next week, we roll over into a fresh group of 20, which means, given that every group of 20 always has 5 coins hidden, there is a small chance that the very first winner of next weekend will get a coin and hit Jackpot and win 20 knives plus 7 premiums, which would be the biggest jackpot that I've ever given away. 27 knives. And premiums are mixed in, which means he'd likely win, I would say, at least 10 or 11 premiums. That'd be huge. Kumu Dragon Wiener? Yeah, we should ask Sergio about making the Dragon Wiener knife. Sergio would be the guy to do it. Yeah, that's the magic of this jackpot giveaway system now, is that I mean, obviously it drives traffic to my live streams, but there is the potential for somebody to win an absolutely insane collection of knives. And it's just likely enough that somebody will eventually do it. The biggest jackpot I ever gave away was, I don't know, I think it was like 10, 12, it was like 12 knives and like 3 premiums or something. Like somebody won like a massive, the second jackpot winner I think was the biggest one. Max Ace could also very easily do Dragon Wiener. And I would be honored if they actually just called it that, Dragon Wiener. But it has to be conjoined, and there has to be a spike in the middle of it. So beat up. Still works, though. Lots of blade play. Masters Collection knife. It says MC on it. Not my autograph. Lots of blade play. Probably going to need to tighten. Oh, the liner on this one's bent really badly. Right? Wiener's okay. The tip is busted over here. Largely still going. Still chugging along. It's such a weird gas station knife, isn't it? It's so weird. Even by gas station standards, that one's weird. I'll sign. Yeah, if he wants me to sign that for sure. Yeah, no problem. That knife alone, seriously, I bet that knife is responsible for over 2 million views. I'm dead serious. Like, I've used that knife in a thumbnail, but the number of videos that thing is in, it is a huge... I bet that knife got me 10,000 subscribers. I'm dead serious. What's my favorite cheapest knife? Is it out here? The Norsa. The Migron Norsa is like $32. D2 in aluminum. Exceptional, inexpensive knife. Ridiculous quality for being $32 or $35 or whatever it is. Such a good knife. The Penguin, obviously, always going to be a good one. Okay, let's give away some memberships. Is it a free night? Excuse me. It's not. 20 from me, though. I'll buy 20. I gotta go, guys. It's after 10 o'clock. You know what time it is for me? It's Bridgerton time. We are finally in season 4. I know you're thinking, oh my god, he's a Bridgerton fan? It's not bad. It's not bad. But the deal was, I watched Bridgerton through with my wife, and she has to watch Castlevania with me afterwards. I'm on season 4. I'm past the event horizon. At this point, it's just about getting it to the end zone. But admittedly, it's watchable. There's less cringe in it than I thought. Some of the characters are interesting. I'm invested enough, but I know that the end goal is my wife has to watch Castlevania with me. Do I have a cold steel knuckle knife? I do not have a cold steel knuckle knife. I don't know if that's new or old, but I do not. I saw that question before. I'm sorry I didn't answer it. Sincerely, to all of you, all jokes aside from this evening, we had a lot of fun. We had a lot of joking around, a lot of pies thrown, a lot of punches thrown that were friendly. This was a fun night. I enjoy this. This is what I live for. Live streams are my favorite things to do. I sincerely love giving away these knives, despite the fact that they are obligatory giveaways, unless I want to claim them as income. But I do love giving these knives away. I love people getting excited about this. This is so much fun. Thank you sincerely to all of my patrons, my followers on Instagram, TikTok, my YouTube subscribers, the people who do not subscribe to me and simply jump into these live streams for a chance to win something. Thank you to all of you. Congratulations to the winner. A jackpot winner is in the future. A big one. So we'll see you guys next weekend. Thanks so much for joining tonight. I hope you all sincerely have an excellent rest of your Friday evening and an excellent rest of your weekend. Bye.